And we say good morning to you. Thanks for being with us. My son saved the day today. He done good. He helped his daddy out. Yeah, we had a. Should I show him what happened, Dad?
Had a little bit
Or
of a
son?
glitch, didn't we?
Check this out. You can't really do a show when you have your power cord like that is frayed. So, you see them, the bear wars, as they say back home?
Yeah,
Bear
what we
wars.
would call it.
Bear wars. So, anyway.
It was a team effort.
It wasn't, no. He said, get out of the way, Daddy. Let me fix this for you. So get on there. I said, okay. And he did. I got out of the way, and he did. So a little bit of slow getting on here, but it is what it is. If we didn't fix that, we're going to be on it all.
Better late than never.
Well, that's it, because if that was not working, we weren't going to be on. We're here. We're at Food City in Elizabeth on the Food City Fridays Deals for Days. And so our store manager, Les Music, who think the world of, he's one of my faves. Been at this 20 years, easily one of my favorite guys to come do a show with. Love coming over here. Love, of course, Elizabeth is kind of home base.
It is.
Doing the Cyclones, so love it, love it, love it. We're in front of a huge display. The girls going to be here in a little while, talking about Valentine's Day.
Oh, they're going to have plenty to say, too.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, they get geared up for Valentine's Day here.
Yeah.
Tremendous event over here. We make a big event out of it.
She said it's the second and third biggest flower day of the year for them. Mother's Day's big, Valentine's Day very big, and she said it's gotten to the point where Christmas is getting big with flowers.
It is. It is.
So,
but we make it. We have a good time with it.
Oh,
we
yeah.
enjoy it. We just bring in the people.
coming up, Doug Fritz joins us talking high school basketball. Big night tonight. Also later on, Jeff Beverly is going to join us talking Tennessee football, Tennessee recruiting, Tennessee basketball. The Vols got a big game tomorrow at LSU. We'll talk about that. And then in between, we have Eddie Morrell, the wrestling coach. Elizabeth is going to stop by. So we got that and a whole lot of sports over here in the Magic Satchel. But we want to get Les on first. He's got a store to run. And so we've got deals for days. It's pretty good sale paper, isn't it?
It is. It's good sales paper. I'll run through here, try to hit the high points. Boneless pork loin back in their meat department, $1.49 a pound. Swierty sausage patty, 30 count, $7.99. Really good bargain there. In the produce, we got our John O'Gale apples, Hormel Black Label bacon, $3.99. Oh, we know that bacon's gone up. Navel oranges, 8-pound bag, and back in our produce, $6.99. Got a really hot deal on Coca-Cola. The 24 packs are $9.99.
Wow, that is a good deal.
That is good now. Very good. Pillsbury Grand Biscuits, 2 for $5. Maxwell House Coffee, selected varieties, $8.99. Progressive Soup, 3 for $5. That's good stuff on a good cold days.
Love
and
Progressive
we will have
Soup.
a little more cold weather for it.
Oh, yeah.
Before it's over with. Got our Nabisco Oreo cookies and some crackers on sale, 2 for $6. Got some yogurt. Back in their dairy department, 4 for $5. We got the large bottle of Purex with a digital coupon, $7.99 for the large container. Over in our bakery deli, we got the Mabel glazed ham, $6.99 a pound. Cheez-It Snaps and Puff and Club Crisps. Crackers, that's a little mouthful.
Say that fast, son. Say that fast. Make your
best
dad.
I can do with that. $1.99. Got some banana bread, fresh bakery fresh banana bread, $3.99. Cheez-Its, $2.49. Home Run Pizza back in their frozen department, $4.99 for the large Home Run pizzas. Check Mix Bugles on sale, $1.99. Got our old El Paso dinner kits, 2 for $5. That
is a good deal.
Yeah, it is.
It's a great deal.
We sell a lot of those too.
Do you really?
Yeah, we really do. General Mills kids cereal, 2 for $5. Moon Pies, the Krispy Kreme bites, 2 for $7. Yoplait Go-Gurt, 2 for $4. Got chicken of the sea tuna, 79 cents a package. Tortino pizza rolls, 100 count, $7.49. Got some Sparkle paper towels, $5.99. Then Hostess snacks. We run over. That's a good item. You've got plenty over here on the table. We've got those on sale this weekend, 2 for $5. Good bargain there. Sell real well. Regular ad, we got our $3.99 chuck roast. It's good this time of year. $2.99 ground beef. Good price there on that. $4.99 on our top sirloin steak. Got some selected berries, 3 for $10. We also got a meal deal in our bakery deli, 2 side, 14-ounce sides, rotisserie chicken or the 8-piece chicken with a 1-liter Coke for $14.99.
Good stuff.
Good stuff, and Kay's Ice Cream, buy one get one. So we're set pretty well for the weekend.
Absolutely. K's buy one get one free. Can't beat that. Now,
Good ice cream.
somebody told me one time. I don't know if I ever asked you this. This Food City person told me this probably 8 or 9 years ago. It may have changed, but he said the number one thing they sell, number one product sold at Food City, year in and year out, month in and month out, are bananas.
Well,
And I thought, you're kidding me. I said, not milk or eggs or bread? He said, nope. Now, I don't know whether he was jerking my chain or if he's true.
no, I mean we sell a lot of bananas. I don't necessarily know that holds true for today, but
Yeah.
we do sell a lot of bananas.
Yeah, it was
We
8, 9
do.
years ago. I
And-
said, you said what? And I said, yeah, the number one thing Food City sells day in and day out, all the stores, year round, are bananas. I said, why not milk or bread or eggs? He said, they're up there, but bananas number one. I said, can you prove that? And he did. He said, yeah, I can go back and get the stats. And he got called and never did get a chance to bring me the stats. But I don't know. I was just curious. Don't make
Well,
it
you know, bananas are a bargain. I mean,
Yeah.
you can buy probably 4, 5, 6 bananas, probably less than $1.75.
Yeah.
You know, so they are a bargain, and we sell a lot of bananas.
Sell on nanners. Yeah.
Sell a lot, and they haven't. The price of them they hadn't crept up like many of the other items.
Yeah.
You know, they've stabilized there. So
And prices are going up, but you know what? It's not Food City's fault. I mean, it's the people. I mean, you got to pass it on because it's going up to you. I mean,
yeah, supplies, especially transportation costs.
yeah.
And you know, it's just it's a chain reaction.
Sure.
You know, truck drivers' wages have gone up, diesels have gone up, and a lot of transportation involved in groceries. You know,
Sure. It's a
And,
domino effect
domino effect
or trickle down
And,
effect. It's trickling down or rolling
and,
downhill,
you know,
right?
To give you an idea of what transportation costs, I mean, you know, we were looking at some prices up in Alaska, and a six roll paper towel in Alaska is like $48. Now, think about that. Now, I mean, you can look it up on the internet if you don't believe me.
I believe
But
it.
I'm telling you, and you know,
6 rolls of-
cereal. I think milk's probably $11, $12
A gallon?
a gallon. Yes, and I mean it's that just kind of gives you an idea. Everything has to be trucked or shipped in. You know, obviously they can't provide everything they have to have has to be brought in.
You're talking about Alaska. I'd say
Yeah,
Hawaii's probably
Alaska.
the same way, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm sure things are same way. And
Yeah.
but I do know the Alaska thing's something we looked at.
Wow. 6 rolls of paper towels
Towels.
in Alaska now is $48.
$48.99, I think the price I looked at.
And a gallon of milk in Alaska is $12 a gallon because
$12 a
getting it
gallon.
in there. Transportation costs.
Transportation costs.
Wow. I'm glad I'm in East Tennessee.
Me too.
Yeah. And we fuss and fret, but you know what's funny? People come in here to these ball tournaments and stuff in other parts of the country and go, what are y'all complaining about?
Oh, I know.
You know,
I know.
when we left by home, they'll say, you know, gas almost doubled what we paid for when we got here in Tennessee. So what are y'all complaining about? So
we've got a lot going for us.
yeah, we're glad to be here.
We're glad to be here.
Yep. Valentine's Day, we got is that Lindor? Is that how you say it? Lindor chocolates, Lindor. Is that how you say them?
Yeah, that's the way that's what I'd say.
I'm country. I say Lindor. I don't know if it's
Lindor,
Linder
but anyway,
or
we've
Lindor.
got,
a bunch of them.
That's their next holiday, Valentine's Day, and we've got a lot of heart. Got a good assortment of hearts and plush animals and candy arrangements. We're getting geared.
Candy bases.
Candy bases.
The
Yeah,
girls
we're
getting ready to do this. Show me here in a few minutes too. So we're excited
They
about
will.
that.
They won't let you out of here without giving you the.
I want you to hand me that Mickey Mouse. I love you right there, Dad or son. I like that one. Look at that, old Mickey and Minnie smooching. I like that. Disney milk chocolate. How about that? And price point of this is $5.99 right here.
With the value card.
Here's old Mickey and Minnie. I love you. Disney chocolates with your Food City value card. How about that? I like that little
That's
little
pretty
tin. That caught my eye. Mickey and Minnie smooching on each other. There you go.
It's going to be here.
Before you know it, you got it.
Yeah, we'll be.
Thank you, sir, for letting me come be here as always. Thanks for fixing my equipment. You fixed it. He
Well,
saved today
always
with
glad.
a.
We enjoy you. You're always welcome.
Oh yes.
Yeah, we always have a good time when you're here, and the girls be on. I'll have some girls come on, and if you get a little time, they can get in depth a little bit more.
Oh,
on
absolutely.
Some things. But anyway, I'm gonna step away and let you have it, and I think you've got some good guests coming too.
I do have
guests.
some. Got one
You ought
coming
to have
up.
a great show as always.
Yep. Thank you, sir. Show number 1781. They said it wouldn't work. Here it is. 1,781st show. Here's Loretta Bowers singing the national anthem. Then Doug Fritz joins us next here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and the bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's go to the phone. He's there, buddy Doug Fritz, sports writer, John City Press, Kingsport Times News. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Doing good. Big night for high school basketball. Great article, by the way, by Tanner Cook, talking about the rivalry. And, man, it is a long, storied rivalry between Dobbins Minute and Science Hill. Another chapter of that famous rivalry tonight in Johnson City kind of highlights what we're talking about. It was a great article, and that's one of the top rivalries in the entire country, is it not?
It sure is, and I just can't say enough about the sheer amount of work that that Tanner did on that story. I mean, it was just it's just amazing the amount of effort that he put into that, and just the man hours and looking at old newspapers, and he really dug deep, and it really shows in that story. And it is a great rivalry. I mean, 2,000 wins each. I mean, who could have even imagined that?
Yep. You're exactly right, and that's where they are. And, of course, it continues to go again. As we said, another chapter of it tonight. I was trying to find the articles. I could read some of the numbers that Tanner had. Here it is right here. All right, so check this out. 102 years between Science Hill and Dobbins Minute, more than 4,400 games, 5 state championships, all kinds of district and regional tournament titles. And so the combined win total for the most nationally between two teams, DB's the national leader with over 2,300 wins. Science Hill also in the top 10 with over 2,000 wins. So you're talking, over 4,300 wins, if I'm reading this right, between the two schools. And so they first started playing back in 1925. Is that right? Yeah, 1925 was
21, I think.
Yeah, I'm sorry. 1921. It is 1921. The old Central High Gymnasium, where First Presbyterian Church is today on Church Circle in Kingsport. So, anyway, it's a great story. It's on the front page of the Times News. It's on the front sports section of the Johnson City Press. You need to pick it up and read it. It's great. Yeah, you're right. Tanner did a great job on that. So let's jump in there and go. Dobbins Minute at Science Hill. Again, the Tribe 3-0, 12-8. Science Hill 0-3 and 3-17. What do you think about the game tonight in Johnson City?
I expect Science Hill to scrap and fight and claw, because that's what they've done, even through this time where, they've lost. They should be 2-1 in the league. I mean, they had 2 league games won and just lost them at the very end. And so I expect them to battle against DB, but over the course of 4 quarters, DB just has far, far too much offensive firepower for Science Hill to be able to keep up with them.
So you feel like it's DB to win tonight in Johnson City, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's take a look at some other games. Tennessee High had Volunteer. Tennessee High 10th in the state in boys basketball in Churchill to battle Volunteer. They struggled the other night. Had to come from behind to beat Elizabethton. And so it'll be in Volunteer in Churchill tonight. Who wins that game, do you think?
Well, Volunteer, very good basketball team, but they've struggled a little bit to stay up with the Big Two, I guess you'd say, in the league. I think it's going to be a battle. I think it's going to be probably a 4 or 5 point ball game. I think it could go either way, but I think Tennessee High will find a way to win.
And so that'll be going on tonight again in Churchill. Daniel Boone at Crockett. That's one of those rivalries, much like Science Hill and DB. But put those two teams out there, it's going to be wide open. So you'll play that one tonight in Jonesboro. Crockett hosting Daniel Boone. What do you think about that tonight?
Crockett's been a surprise team. I mean, they were 2-0, competed with DB the other night, and I think they've got a good basketball team. I think Boone is very reliant on, because of the injuries, very reliant on Jamar Livingston. They kind of have to go as he goes, and I like Crockett to win this game, but I think it's close, and they're going to have to make sure Livingston doesn't go crazy on them. So, but I think Crockett can beat them.
That plays tonight again in Jonesboro. We talk to Cody Cannell all the time. He's very excited about this young basketball team. Then you go Sullivan East to Unicoi County. Who gets that one tonight? That'll be in Irwin.
I think Unicoi County's going to be able to handle that. He's really come on strong here. I mean, they kind of turned the tide a little bit. They're playing really well, but you got to stick with Unicoi. I think they're overall the better team, but not by leaps and bounds.
So you'll take Unicoi County to win that one tonight. We are live here at Food City Elizabethton. Happy Valley at Johnson County up on the mountain tonight. Longhorns or the Warriors?
Got to go with the Longhorns. The Warriors have just been really bitten by the injury bug. I think Johnson County will be able to take care of that one.
West Green plays at Chucky Doak. Chucky Doak third in the state in boys basketball. Again, can they get this one tonight, or does West Green pull off the upset?
No, I think Chucky Doak's going to be able to take care of business there. We'll see what happens, but I think they're the better team.
Hampton plays at Cloudland tonight. That good old backyard Carter County ball game. What do you think?
Got to go with Hampton there. Hampton's got a really, really good basketball team. They really do, and I think they're going to take care of business.
And then you have North Green at Unaka. North Green ranked in the state number 9. Unaka 3-18. They're having a tough year this year, but can the Rangers pull off the upset?
No, I don't think so. North Green's a well coached and a good basketball team.
We're going to talk to Doug about wrestling. He covered the wrestling yesterday between Dobbinsville and Science Hill. We'll get to that in a second. You have, on that girls' basketball game tonight, Hampton at Cloudland. Hampton 3-0, 18-0 on the season. They're ranked in the state, of course, number 2. Cloudland 3-0. They're 13-5. That'll be a great ball game tonight. Hampton and Cloudland, the girls' game, again, up at Cloudland. Bulldogs or the Lady Highlanders on the upset?
That might get in a little trouble here, but I'm going to go with the upset. I think Cloudland's going to find a way to pull off that upset, give Hampton its first loss of the season.
And then our game tonight, Westridge at Elizabethton's homecoming, crowning the basketball homecoming queen for Cyclone basketball for this year. Westridge, big basketball team for John Dyer. Christy Walling's team got that big win over Crockett, so it should be an interesting game. Of course, the Lady Cyclones, number 4 in the state in 3 basketball, and they can play. They beat Tennessee out by 45 the other night, and the guys they had Tennessee out on the ropes, and they led to late in the ball game, and Tennessee won by 5. So should be great matches tonight, matchups, I should say. Who wins those games, do you think, sir?
I'm going to go with boys is tough. I give Elizabethton a chance to win on the boys' side, but I guess I'd have to pick Westridge if you held me to it. On the girls' side, it's Elizabethton. They should win pretty easily, I think.
There you go. So tell us about the wrestling. It's a sport we try to promote as much as we can here, and it's a big one for DB and Science Hill last night. Who won? Kind of give us an overview, would you please?
Well, Dobbins men's wrestling team from top to bottom is as Coach Miller from Science Hill actually said, probably one of the best teams DB's ever had. They're just they're strong in every weight class. They got some kids that are. You got one kid in particular that's got 2 kids actually have a great chance to go on and win an individual state championship with Mason Jacob at 113 and Max Norman at 160. Those 2 kids are probably going to have a great shot to win the state if they stay healthy and get through this postseason and so forth. And Science Hill's got some good kids too, but they just don't have the depth. And I think that showed last night. It was 23-18 at one point there, and then DB won the rest of them. So DB just did a great job. Had a pretty good crowd in there. I was surprised. I didn't expect to see quite that many people in there at the Tribe Athletic Complex. So good crowd, boisterous crowd. They ran into it. It was a good wrestling match.
And so wrestling is big. It continues to grow around here. I know we're going to have Eddie Morrell, the Elizabethton wrestling coach, going to join us here just in a few minutes on the show. So it's a growing sport. It's a fun sport. Once you go watch it, though, you get hooked, don't you?
Well, you can't sit there and be neutral. Well, I should say neutral. We can't sit there and be, just ignore it, because they'll just be grappling around. That looks like anything's really much happening, and all of a sudden one kid will get a reversal and get the other kid on his back, and the place just goes crazy. So it's kind of different. Like in a lot of sports, there's kind of like that continuous ebb and flow and of action and cheers and stuff. Wrestling's kind of like that spontaneous outburst stuff, and it's kind of, and once that happens, it kind of you focuses you in and shocks you into it. It's different. It's different than some other sports in that regard, and you can tell the passion of the fans. They love it.
They do love it. They do love it, and with good reason, because it's a fun sport to watch. So, what do you want to leave us with, my friend Doug Fritz? We got a big ball game tonight. Our game, Westridge, Elizabethton, DB Science Hill. So it's another great night of high school basketball here in Northeast Tennessee. And what do you want to leave us with, my friend?
Well, just basketball's moving right along, and we're getting close to postseason. It's amazing how fast things go with these smaller conferences. It just seems like you start the league and they're already, at the halfway point, and maybe a little past, and it's just gone quick. As is life, it's day by day. Everything goes fast, and you got to catch it and take advantage of it and enjoy it.
Tell us about the TSSAA. Did they have some kind of executive meeting yesterday? Something about lacrosse? They approved lacrosse, and what was the other? You had a chance to check out what they talked about yesterday?
Well, they sanctioned lacrosse, I think, for the 2024-2025 season. I don't know why they've pushed that thing back and back and back, and now they finally sanctioned it, and then they do it not for this coming year, not for the year after that, but for the year after that. I don't understand that, but if I understood correctly, that was the correct year and so forth. But they did sanction it. We'll have lacrosse. I guess it'll be a spring sport coming up here in the not too distant future.
And what was the other? There was some kind of ruling on, and I don't have it in front of me. I should have brought it, and I didn't. But they had another ruling, did they not? About
I think they just changed the wording to where on this new, all that junk that we went through with the NIL and stuff like that. I think they changed the wording to where they took it and added the word "may," which gives the TSSAA some leeway to individually police these different situations piecemeal. So they have an option of, they don't have to impose a 12-month suspension. If there's a violation, they can dig into it and say, okay, this one, yeah, you got to sit out for 12 months. This one, no, you don't. So I think they just added that word in there to give them a little bit of leeway on how they govern it, if I understood that correctly. A lot of that stuff is so new. Trying to understand it as we go along, but it sometimes is difficult.
Doug Fritz, great job, my friend. Thank you, sir. We will talk to you next week, and keep on keeping on. And we love reading what you and Tanner and Birchfield and all the staff do in the paper. We thank you.
All right. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate you.
Yep. Good man right there. Doug Fritz, sports writer, Johnson City Press. Let's give you the verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. We unashamedly do that. Here's the verse of the day. It's Psalms 66:16 says, "Come and listen, all you who fear God. Let me tell you what he has done for me." Whoa. Psalm 66:16. Come and listen to all you who fear God. Let me tell you what he has done for me. That's awesome. Psalm 66:16, our verse of the day. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll be joined by Camille. It's show and tell time from the flower department. Top of the hour to be Eddie Morrell, wrestling coach of Elizabethton. All right here on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, live at Food City in Elizabethton.
To mom this hard, you delegate. Kate, that bathroom's not clean yet. Jimmy, I need help with the dishes, big guy. I delegate like a mother, and I let Food City do the grocery shopping for me. With Go-Kart Curbside Pickup, I tell them what I need and how I like it. I order everything online and pick it all up curbside. With Go-Kart, I'm taking motherhood to a whole nother level.
Mother like no other, only at Food City. I'm Dr. Beth Cannon with Cannon Family Dental. I've been in practice here for going on 11 years now. We do offer Invisalign here, which is basically an alternative to traditional braces. Invisalign's a wonderful option for adults especially, but we also have a lot of teenagers that are really benefiting from Invisalign because they don't want to deal with braces at school. Some of them are embarrassed by having the metal. So we've had a lot of patients coming to us saying, am I a good candidate? I promise I'll wear them like I'm supposed to. And to be honest, the ones we have in Invisalign right now have been fantastic patients. It's a real straightforward product. We monitor your progress just to make sure everything's going how it needs to be going. And I'm sure you've seen the commercials on TV for the alternatives to Invisalign, but most of those can cause us a lot of problems that you aren't even aware of if you're trying to kind of take it on yourself. So we highly recommend that you see a dentist and we can make sure there's no problems happening. Most of the time it's either there's a lot of crowding with your teeth, especially on the lower, or there's a lot of unwanted spacing between your teeth that's causing food to get trapped and things like that you want to correct, because everybody wants that Hollywood smile. And Invisalign is an amazing way to be able to get to that point. So if you're interested in Invisalign or you just have some questions, definitely feel free to call the office and set up an appointment. Our consultations for Invisalign are at no cost. We would love to have you come in and get to meet everyone and make sure that's something that you're really interested in doing.
Save half off or more throughout the store. Plus, get it now and you don't have to wait. Living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, and more. Plus 0% interest financing so you can pay it later. Now through Saturday at Cannon's Furniture in downtown Elizabethton.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, my buddy Camille's in the house. She's looking for Brittany, but you got Camille. That's okay. Happy birthday to former astronaut Buzz Aldrin having a birthday, 93. Were you a fan of the group Kiss? Kiss? Paul Stanley from Kiss having a birthday today, 71. And the ladies go bananas, or did, over Lorenzo Lamas. He's having a birthday, 65 today. So there you go. When I first got here, y'all came up and started petting.
I know, it's so soft.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Well, my daughter got me
And
this.
Look at your shirt's so pretty, too.
Thank you.
You just look so nice.
Thank you.
You're always handsome. Yeah, I know. You always totally handsome.
Thank you.
You know.
Okay, let's move along. We've had all the silly stuff. I want to show this, $5.99. I'm gonna get this for less. My son. For my son. Mickey Mouse, Mickey and Friends. Then we have the M&M's chocolate candies. Look here, where a perfect pair it says milk chocolate.
He said he's getting that for less.
There you go. I'm giving this to Les. Giving this to my son. He's been a good boy. Keeps the fire stoked.
That's the love he gets from your heart.
Brings in firewood for me. Keeps the car cleaned out. I'm getting my son up. There you go. Let me do it one more time. There it is. Going to my son, Les.
So funny.
He turns beet redder than I'm gonna do that.
Oh my God, it's hilarious.
All right. Here we go. We got some show and tell going on. Now this is really cool. Are these
Oh
what?
my gosh, these are new. So we just got these in this morning, and these are dried. Well, they're actually they're wood, and
They're wooden roses?
Yes.
Wow.
And they're $19.99. Look at that, how cool that is.
Put these up here and show them.
Yeah. Yeah, those last forever. And they are really sturdy.
$19.99. Wooden roses.
Yeah.
That is really cool. They look real.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be beautiful for a centerpiece, just in a pretty vase, just sitting around your house. That could be all year round. It doesn't just have to be Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Red goes all through the year.
Show me this one here.
Oh my gosh. And this
Same
is
thing.
the other one, yes.
Now look at this, folks. These are wooden.
Yeah. And some of it's dried and some of it's wooden. And it's also $19.99.
What's this little thing in the middle? What's that little thing?
That's just
Decoration?
Yeah, it's a little decoration.
All right. Top of the hour, Eddie Morrell joins us, wrestling coach from Elizabethton High School. We're here live at Food City in Elizabethton, the #1 floral shop in the entire chain. 130-some stores. We're talking to the #1 group right here, and there's two ladies doing it. Well, our third lady is...
She just started. This is her third day.
What's her name?
Her name is Mackenzie, but
Mackenzie.
she goes by Mac.
So Mackenzie's in here, but primarily the two workhorses are
Me and Brittany.
you and Miss Brittany.
Yes.
Now we got the...
We've got candy bouquets. Oh my goodness, it's time for the candy arrangements
Yep.
and all of our stuff.
Okay, here's the cookies and cream up here.
Yeah.
Now, you can get it any way you want. I mean, you can come in and request any candy bar you want, right?
Yep.
There's some already made up, but here's a Whitman sampler. Here's some cookies and creams. And then here are you've got,
There's
what you
just
guys put in here? Skittles, all kinds of,
Yeah, all kinds of
little
little candy
Butterfingers.
bars and
yeah.
Skittles and
So we can come in and say,
Starburst.
she likes this kind or he likes this kind. There's a little Mylar balloons that I love you. So Valentine's Day is not that far away. Are you selling these already?
oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
What's the price point on that, ma'am?
This one is
Oh, there it is.
$54.99. So we've
So-
got them in all kinds of price ranges.
Yep.
This one is $39.99.
Okay. Love it. These are Reese's. And inside of this are Nestle's Crunch, little tiny Hershey bars, some Hershey Kisses. So, and they'll jazz it up for you the way you want it. This goes for $39.99. So it's all based on your budget, what you want to spend. And this is a big hit. Hello, Alex Ingram. Well, you're perfectly fine, sir. I was honored to be a part of that. Elizabethton's JV girls went 22-0, ran a perfect season, beat a really good Tennessee High team, 41-13. So yeah, it was an honor. And so, in fact, all the girls they're all going to get a free sandwich from Poor Travs. They're all the player of the game for winning the whole thing undefeated. All right,
This
so
one's also $54.99.
$54.99. Oh, look, a little
Yeah,
teddy bear.
Little teddy bear.
Oh.
And a little box of chocolates in there.
You know what Forrest said, don't you? Life's like a box of chocolates. You don't know what you're going to get.
You did that so good. Oh my God.
Just like him.
I'm going to Rainbow, Alabama. Lieutenant Dan. It's for
I got
us.
new legs.
It's for us.
New legs. Who did it?
Forrest Gump. I love you, Jenny. I love you very much.
Oh my God, you do this so good. You're Tom Hanks and I didn't know it.
That's
Oh
it.
my
I'm
goodness.
the Tom
What's
Hanks in
going
another
on?
world. That's it. Moving right along. Teddy bears. Got a little teddy bear. So really, you can take anything
Yeah.
that you want to. I mean,
Yes.
anything and make a what do you call these?
Candy bouquet.
Candy bouquet. This one goes.
Yep, we can put we can do fresh flowers in there. We can do silks in there. We can do all kinds of stuff.
So what is the three most popular candy? Because you guys do this every year. What's the three
Yes.
most popular candy bars people ask for? Let me see if I can get them right.
Okay.
See if I can get it in any particular order. I get the top three. I'm going to say Reese Cups,
Yep.
Yep.
Hershey bars,
Yep.
Kit Kats.
Yeah, you got all three of
That
them.
is that it?
Yeah,
three
those are
items.
the
In that order? They give me that order
Yes.
Yeah, usually
That's pretty
it's
cool.
Reese
Yeah.
Cups or Hershey bars, both of them are about the same. And then
Yeah.
Kit Kat.
Yeah.
too? Reese's, Hershey
Yeah.
bars, and Kit Kats.
Yeah.
But you can get anything you want. That one
Yeah.
had Snickers on it. The other one had
We have
cookies and
Milky
cream.
Ways and
Yeah.
let's see. There's some we can even do like a combination
Yeah, we
of
can mix
different
them.
candy bars. This one has special dart. in
Whoa,
it.
look at that.
Yeah, and this is a half dozen here. It's $28.99.
This is 28. We started at 54 down to 39. This is down to 28.99.
Yeah. So this one is a half dozen. The other ones were like a dozen candy bars, and
Yep.
this one has a half dozen.
So love it, love it, love it.
Yeah.
So basically you can customize to fit your budget
Yeah.
and to fit what you want to put on it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sure can.
all right.
Okay, so these are cute for the kids, for like parents. There's a lot of parents in this area that like to send something to their kids for school on Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to send glass, especially the little ones.
Mm-hmm.
Plastic is the way to go, and that
Mhm.
way they get the candy and their little toy, and it's not heavy, and it's easier for them to put them in their backpack and carry them around. And we deliver here locally. We deliver to most of the schools that will let us go there, and we also
Wow.
deliver to businesses too. There's a $6 delivery fee.
This is a little tie baby, right?
Yeah, we've got all kinds of cute little tie babies, and yep. So we made them up for girls and boys, and we have got all kinds of different little babies.
Eddie Morrell joins us coming up here as we are live at Food City on a Food City Friday. So
This one is a bigger little gift box with one of our bigger tie babies.
a little hoot out.
Yeah, that one. We've got all kinds of those made up too, with all different kinds of little babies in them,
There you go.
and they are super cute. That one's $29.99.
I love it. These are thought starters, folks. Valentine's not here yet, but here's what they're going to tell you. I can promise
Yeah,
you.
the pre-orders start next
Pre-orders
Wednesday.
next Wednesday.
Yeah, the 25th.
So I'm going to tell you what's going to happen.
Yeah,
Because they're
early-
going to tell me.
The earlier that you order, the better off
That's
it is,
it, 'cause
because
you're going to run out.
Yeah, we will. We will run out. We won't have anything left.
You'll reach a point where we just can't make
Yeah.
it happen.
Yeah.
So Don't procrastinate.
Yes.
More show and tell. Here we got some more here. I
Oh,
love
here's
it.
another one. This one right here is $14.99. So those are the tiniest little tie babies that we have, and they're on like a little plastic clip. You can, you can put on your backpack, their little pocketbooks.
Cool.
Even on their little belt loop, whatever, wherever they want to put it. It's full
love
of
it.
candy and cute little stuff.
We're live here at Food City in Elizabeth, and of course now everything they're showing, you can get at any store, any Food City. You won't get Camille and Brittany doing it with the magic touch.
We won't have our creativity, but,
Yeah, but-
all of these little items
Yeah.
we just pull from the store. So
Well, this is cool.
this is a weeping pussy willow.
Yep.
And we have all kinds of them in right now, and they are absolutely beautiful. Can't put them outside right now, of course, but once the spring starts coming, you can plant them. And you know,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So-
And these are already starting to bloom, and they're going to get big and nice and beautiful.
Yep.
Let's see if it shows the picture on here. No, it doesn't. But
So it's a weeping pussy willow. So for now, inside the house,
yes.
sunshine, close to a window.
I would do close to a window.
Okay.
They do good with the artificial.
Yeah.
That one's getting ready to bloom like crazy.
Yeah, and we haven't had it out in the sun. So as long as it has some sunlight, it doesn't have to be direct. It can be indirect. It'll be totally fine.
What's it? There it is. Price point is
$24.99.
$24.99 for this weeping pussy willow.
We get 'em
So
once a year.
Yeah, we get these once a year.
This is
and,
it. This is it.
We have gotten like 4 cases of them. So are we? Probably won't get any more, will we?
once they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
So
And they sell really fast when we get
Oh.
these in. Oh my gosh, they're gone in no time. So
All right.
come and get them before
yeah,
they're
got it.
gone.
All right. We are live here again at Food City. Coming up, Eddie Morrell joins us talking wrestling, and later on, Jeff Beverly talking Tennessee football. We got some more sports to talk about too.
Orchids. They're
This
so
is
pretty.
a-
These are $21.99.
This is an orchid, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, good.
They're
let me see if I
so
can-
pretty. We have a bunch of beautiful orchids right now. Well, we
See if I can-
always have orchids. We carry them all year round. These are the ice cube orchids, so they just need like a couple ice cubes once a week. That's all you have to do is just put it in there, and they just kind of take care of themselves.
So these are not spray painted. This is how they come, right?
Mm-hmm.
These little
Yes.
specks on it, some speckles.
Yeah, and they're amazing. They're
Now, this
so
is my
gorgeous.
segment every time. You don't believe there's a God, watch this segment. Watch this show. I mean, you have the weeping pussy willows, then you have the orchids,
Yes.
and we had
Oh
the
my
roses
gosh.
we're going to show. They're actual roses here in a minute. This one's getting ready to bloom right here.
Oh,
Getting
yeah,
ready to
that
pop
one's got
open.
quite a few. This one's got a few on it, too.
So
And this one's pretty. It's going out in 3 different directions.
it is.
Yeah.
But let me let me get up here again and show. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at the. Look at that.
It's amazing.
And that's the
It's
way it
just
came.
Yes, that's
That's the way
how
God made it.
Yes.
It is
Isn't it
crazy.
gorgeous? Some orchids look like animals. Like they have some that look like little snow monkeys and
Really?
all, like insects, like all kinds of stuff. They are absolutely fascinating plants. They don't like their leaves to be wet, so don't get water like up on the top. Don't let it fall down and water it. That way it will kill it. And
See if I can get
it's
it closer.
better like the containers that the orchids come in, they're little clear plastic containers. So let's see, I'm gonna take this out and show you. And you
Oh,
can
look
see
at that.
right here, yeah, so you can see the roots and see how nice and green they are. They're
Yep.
really healthy
Healthy.
roots.
Yep.
So, and then show right here in the bottom, there's a little hole right there in the bottom that's like a little drain hole.
Okay.
So it can drink water. If you put some water just a little bit down in the bottom of the base, that way it can drink up through the roots and it will drink everything that it needs. And yeah, you can also do the ice cubes, but if you want to bottom feed it with the water that way, that's also another way to do it.
This is so cool. Every time I always feel like I'm a dweeb when I'm doing these flowers, but then it's just really cool. I mean, I love flowers. So,
These are in the ad. These are our floral boutique bouquets. They are $6.99.
well, you got to
And-
figure a guy 6'5" there talking about orchids. It's not every day you do that, but I love flowers.
Well,
so.
you're very knowledgeable, Tom, so you know.
Thank you.
It's okay if you know how all about
Know what
orchids.
I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So this bouquet goes for
$6.99.
$6.99.
That's what's in the ad this week, and they're called Floral Boutique. We've got all kinds of palms, carnations. These are Alstroemery lilias,
Yep.
and then those are all palms. So.
Show them up here
Yeah,
again.
we've got green ones, yellow ones.
$6.99, folks. Mix and match. You can do that. That's awesome. All
That's
right.
just one of the styles of bouquets. We have others to choose from in that price range as well. We have $6.99, $9.99, $14.99, $19.99, and $24.99 price point bouquets. So
Wow.
We have our
Here.
dozen roses that are just in the plastic sleeves.
Wow.
They are $10.99 each, and that's for reds and colors.
Look at that. Beautiful red
They
roses.
are so pretty.
Love it, love it, love
These
it.
are one of my favorites. I think they look like fire flames.
Oh,
Aren't
look
they
at this.
Beautiful. I know.
This is one of those God flowers again. Look at
Oh,
this.
So pretty.
Now these came this way, right? This is how they're
Yes,
grown.
That's how they're grown. Red, orange, yellow, and it even goes into like a
Look at that.
a salmon almost, where the orange and the
Look at that.
red and the yellow all blend together. They're
Wow.
absolutely beautiful.
These are how much?
They're $10.99 also.
$10.99,
Mhm.
folks. Look at this.
Yeah.
That is. And the reason I ask if it's not fixed, because sometimes you guys spray paint stuff, right?
Yes, we do.
Sometimes.
Yes, we
But
can
this is
spray
not-
paint.
this-
Nope.
this
That's
is the
how
way
they
it came.
come. Yep. We got those in this morning off the truck, and that's how they come.
We
It's
serve a great
absolutely
big God,
beautiful.
people, I'm telling
We
you.
do.
Goodness.
It's amazing, isn't it?
And
These are our half dozen premium bouquets. So they have a half dozen roses, they have
Beautiful.
greenery, and that one's leaf just fell off. And this is called Status right here, the purple stuff in there.
wow.
It's just a
Gorgeous.
pretty filler. And there's like pretty greenery in there too.
That is awesome.
Yeah. And then these are white ones.
These are $6.99.
No, they're $10.99.
$10.99. Oh, they're half a dozen. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
So they're the half dozen premium bouquets, and they have like the extra greenery and filler and stuff like that in it. But they are the same price as the other dozens. They just have different choices of what their fillers are inside of them. So they do something that perfectly complements each color.
Absolutely.
So that way it looks really pretty when they're together. So.
We're talking floral because it's the number one floral department in the chain of all Food City stores, and so it's all right here in Elizabethton. But again, anything you've seen here, short of the creativity by these two ladies, you can get any of these flowers at any of the other Food Cities, right?
Yes.
So
All right, we've got our Swan Creek candles. This is toasted walnut pralines.
Oh.
I know. Oh, I didn't even have to smell it. As soon as
Wow.
I opened it, it is just amazing.
Toasted
they
walnut.
Smell so good. We burn this one in the department sometimes. People always say, "Oh, we just had to walk through here because it always smells so good." 'Cause we always have wax smells and stuff burning. Sometimes we burn candles too.
$10.99.
They are $10.99. This one is vanilla pound cake. It smells wonderful.
Oh,
Oh, I know. It just makes you hungry, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It
I'm gonna
makes
go to the
me want
bakery
to have
deli.
all kinds of sweets right
yeah.
now.
Give me some vanilla pound cake.
Yeah,
Gosh, that smells good.
I know. I eat pecan pie and birthday cake for breakfast with my coffee. Like, I blow everybody's mind in bakery deli. It's funny. So
Okay.
this really makes me want a piece of cake right now. Glazed banana bread. Oh,
Wow.
I know.
Smells like bananas.
It does. It is
Yeah.
so good.
Did you guys get any more warmers to back in? You were sold out of
No.
them.
Yeah, and we're waiting on drizzle melts too. They're
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah. We were
So
we're
supposed to
we're
get
out of
them
them
a
right
few
now.
weeks ago. We don't have hardly any drizzle melts right now.
Swan Creek was behind from the holidays.
From the holidays?
Yeah.
Because they've
Yeah.
sold that much?
Yeah.
So
You know
we're
why?
supposed to be getting the shipment in any day.
Yeah.
Because it's a great
Hopefully.
candle. That's why.
Oh, they
They're the
are.
best.
They
They're
are.
best.
They're
They are the
wonderful.
best.
Yes.
Yeah, they're very,
They
very
have a
good.
nice long burn time, and their fragrance is just it just smells up your entire house.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just a room or two. It's the whole house. And they smell so good, and for the $10.99 price, as long as they last, that's a really good deal on those.
Yep.
Yep. Alrighty.
All right.
Well, I think that's it,
Great,
right?
great job,
Thank
as
you.
always.
I have to just feel on this. It is so nice. It's so, it just feels so good. I love soft things. It's just as soft as doodle dust.
Doodle dust.
Yes.
There you go. I'm going to doodle
My
dust to
hair
the
is as
break.
soft as doodle dust, and your coat is soft as doodle dust.
We're going to doodle dust to the break. We got Eddie Morrell coming up next here. Again, thank you, Camille. You're awesome.
You're welcome, sweetie.
All right. We'll be right back after this. We're live here again at Food City in Elizabethton, show number 1781. They said it wouldn't work. Here we is on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We'll talk wrestling coming up next with Elizabethton coach Eddie Morrell. Corey Moore, again, one of our great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Here we are, brand new year. We're doing quotes. We're getting ready for a brand new paving season, so tell us how you can help us.
I'll tell you what, don't wait. That's the best thing I can tell you. Don't wait. Start right now. This is going to be a phenomenal year nationwide, I think, for construction. We're already seeing things booming. So it's great news. don't wait. So what'll happen is you'll wait till it gets warm. You give us a call, and it'll just be too late. So give us a call, 423-323-8726, and we'll send an estimator out there and kind of talk about what it is that we think and what you're looking for. We'll give you a price right there on the spot if we agree that we should do something. You know, sometimes we do estimates. We go out and we meet with people, and we just decide that, you know, he doesn't need anything right now. Call us in a couple years. And, you know, it's a free estimate. There's no obligation. And get you taken care of. We do everything from seal coating, crack sealing, striping, sports courts, paving, gravel, everything you could think of, concrete.
You do it all. 323-8726. Again, make that phone call. You'll have an estimator come out and give you a quote. And again, it's good for about 90 days on the quote. So that's it's just that simple. 323-8726 is the number to call. What separates Bracken Paving from all the other the competitive paving companies out there?
Oh, there's a good bit of them, aren't there? You know, I like to say that it is the integrity in the way that we do business. And I think that separates us from not only the people in the asphalt industry, not to say that they're disingenuous in what they do, but there's never a conversation that happens here to do something at the to take advantage of our customers. So that's not a conversation that happens. We treat everybody as if, you know, it's a repeat customer. We're looking for business down the year. And, you know, again, if I was paving my own driveway, I'd call Bracken, you know. Our commitment starts at the phone call, and it extends past the point where, you know, you pay the bill. So call us anytime, you know, and I really believe that's what separates us, our integrity from start to finish.
Social media, how do we find you?
You can find us on Facebook, Bracken Paving. Please like and share. And, of course, you can find us online at brackenpaving.com.
323-8726, one of our great sponsors here of the show. Been with me since day one. Again, the great folks at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance right here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live here at Food City in Elizabeth on a Food City Friday. We're joined by Coach Eddie Morrell of Elizabeth, and I call it Betsy. Now, is it wrestling or wrestling? What do you call it?
Well, that depends on the part of the country you're from, Tom. Yep. I have people call it wrestling. I have people call it wrestling.
Yeah.
We prefer to think of it as a beatdown.
As a beatdown.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's good. So, what's going on? I saw last night DB and Science Hill. They wrestled, and again, they got a lot of publicity, which is good. We want to give you some publicity, and we are going to be in the next couple of weeks doing that. So.
Oh, sure.
So, how are things going right now for us?
Well, right now we've won 3 of our last 4 dual meets. We've beaten West Green, we've beaten Morristown East, we've beaten Westridge, had really good, strong outings, all 3 of those. And the 2 losses that we've had out of the last 5 have been to the state dual champions, Greenville, and to a powerhouse team out of Virginia, Powhatan.
Oh, yeah.
So
I've heard of them, yep.
So, yeah, I mean, we are in a wonderful place right now. You know, we're winning matches. We're getting stronger, as we should be, as we go toward the end of the season for the individual state tournament and for the individual region tournaments. You want to be strong. And not only strong mentally, not only strong physically, but mentally. Yeah. And having a few wins under your belt always helps with that preparation. I am excited beyond belief about what we're going to do tomorrow. You want to know what we're going to do tomorrow?
Tell me what we're going to do tomorrow.
What we're going to do tomorrow is we're going to go to Greenville, and it's a 10-team scramble. And I have asked for one very specific match. I seem to remember a couple months ago some of my buddies on the football field standing in a certain football stadium in defeat in a game that maybe they shouldn't have lost, in a game that still has some feelings reverberating around it. Yeah, I've got Anderson County first match.
Oh, really?
Saturday morning.
Wow.
We're going to get our pound of flesh.
Oh, there you go.
We're going to get our pound of flesh.
Yeah.
I hope you're listening. We're going to get our pound of flesh.
All right. That's good. So
So there's 10 teams in Greenville.
Yeah.
And we'll end up wrestling 5 times that day. But the one match that I wanted right off the bat, and I told Randy Shelton, who's organizing, I said, Randy, I don't care who else I get. I get Anderson County, and I get them first.
Wow. It's serious.
Oh, it is serious. Yeah. It is serious. We've built programs up here for years on smaller populations than these schools, with less athletes divided further ways, and for a team like my beloved Cyclones to go lose a heartbreaker like that, and then not get the respect they deserve for it, we're going to take that back.
Yeah, lost to them twice. Only two teams really gave them a football game, really, if you get
Absolutely.
right down to it.
When you get right down to it.
Yeah, Greenville was there for a while, but they kind of faded there towards the end. But Cyclones hung with them, and we were really in a position we could have won either one of them, but just something went our way. But anyway, you got Anderson County tomorrow in Greenville.
Yep.
And Greenville and Elizabethans. Who are the other 7?
We've got Knox Catholic. We've got who else do we have down there? We've got Knox Catholic. We've got us, Anderson County, Greenville, Knox Catholic. Westridge is coming. Morristown East is coming. Virginia High is coming. I didn't care because I already beat all 3 of them.
Yeah.
So, and there's one other team on the table, and I cannot remember who it is. Maybe Volunteer.
Yep. So it'll be tomorrow.
Yep.
In Greenville.
Yep.
Hal Henry Gymnasium is going to be, I would assume.
No, actually, we're going to do it at Greenville High School. We're doing the old gym. We're going old school on Saturday.
Yeah. What time does that start?
It's going to start at 9 a.m. We're going to weigh in at 8, start wrestling at 9 o'clock, and wrestle till everybody's had enough or they can't crawl out.
Throw out some, I love this guy. Throw out some names. We'll start below class and work up in weight classes. Who's doing what right now?
Well, right now, I've got 120 pounds. Gabe Miller, 17-4 on the year, and has beaten some ranked wrestlers. I think we might have our horse there. At 126 pounds, the Shelby brothers, Roman and Brock, have been switching off at 126 and 132. They've been doing real well. I expect them to place well in the districts and move on in the tournament phases. Ethan Hughes at 138 has also done a tremendous job. I expect him to move forward. My 182-pounder Aiden Morley has done a really good job this year and has a shot to be a dark horse at 182. He wrestled 195 most of the year. I'm going to give a shout out to two of my boys that might not have had the best record on the mat, but between the 2 of them, they've lost over 125 pounds since the start of the season.
Wow.
Yep. My boys Caden Eggers and Jacob Smith both came into the room with some weight to lose. And Caden lost 40 and Jacob has lost 65 pounds.
Wow.
In the last 7 months.
It's like half of a person to lose 65 pounds.
Absolutely. It's like losing a 4th grader.
Yeah.
Lost a 4th grader. Don't know where he went.
Okay. I love this guy. All right. So who else going on up? Who's next?
Now, going on up, we're going to have a little trouble after 182. My heavyweight, Phil Simkevich, has a pretty good shot. If I can keep him healthy, he'll be okay. And I've got 2 girls that have been doing a fantastic job. Paige Shelby at 107 has done a really good job within conference of beating people, which you needed to beat people. So we're going to have to beat a few more people. And Kaylee Shoebake at 120 pounds has done a fantastic job. Again, beating people when she needs to beat people. They're peaking at the right times, and we're just going to try to carry that crest on for about another month.
We're going to be streaming some wrestling coming up. Tell us what we're going to be doing. When? February 4th, is that right?
February 4th, we're looking at, we're going to call it a JV district match, and it's also going to be termed for the John Clock Classic. What we're doing is people that aren't involved in the state duels, they need matches too. Everybody needs matches to get better, so we're going to pull these people together and let them get 4 or 5 matches apiece with an outmatch and a placement match. So we've invited 12 teams and don't have an entire list of who's going to show yet, but it looks like it's going to be a good day.
Yep. We'll be there streaming it.
Absolutely.
Right after the baseball auction, which is going to be down in the Commons that morning, we'll go down and sit up and stream wrestling. So,
sounds good.
Yep. Now, set me up as far as where we are postseason. Districts, regionals, when is that? Where's that going to be?
Okay. Now, our sectional tournament is going to be at that big place in Bristol. Yeah, Viking Hall.
Viking Hall.
Viking Hall. And, that's everybody from Greenville up. And that will be on February the 11th. Now, the following week, February the 18th, is going to be our district tournament, and that's everybody from Knoxville up. And that's going to be held at T.A. Duggar Junior High School.
Ooh.
Yes, we are hosting our section tournament this year. Looking really forward to it. Usually about 117 to 135 wrestlers at this tournament, and now you're getting to the cream of the crop. Now you're getting to the boys that are going to leave the blood on the mat and trim off the fat. It's going to be a good day.
All right. That'd be a lot of people in the T.A. Duggar gym.
It will.
It'll be packed.
It'll be packed. And then after the sectional tournament comes the state tournament, and we will be we call it the Cow Palace, the Williamson County Expo Center, down in Nashville. And we will be there February 23rd, 24th, 25th.
So T.A. Duggar's going to be what? I need to make sure I'm free on that day. It's going to be when?
That's going to be February the 18th.
Is that the one we're streaming?
That is the one we're streaming. And if you out there in TV land happen to be free, you need to come see this.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be 2 mats of nonstop action. Like I said, the best in the region. Only the best get here. Only the top 4 seeds from each side get to wrestle this.
Wow. So it's the cream de la crop.
The cream de la crop.
Yeah, it's awesome. Again, Facebook, how can we find out more about
Cyclone Wrestlers?
Cyclone Wrestlers.
We have revamped the Facebook page. It's simply Cyclone Wrestlers. Come by, have a look at what we're doing. Send us a friend request. We'd love to have your input. We're available there for all of our programs. The high school, the middle school, and our youth program, the E-Town Brawlers. I don't know who would have named them that, but I've got to give a shout out to our babies right now. This is probably the most organized that we've had, a youth program. And last week we took 17 kids down to Cleveland.
Really?
Yes, for an AAU beginner open. Of those 17 kids, 16 of them walked away with places.
Really?
We placed higher than any club in East Tennessee. And I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there. We placed higher than Pigeon Forge's youth club.
Wow.
We placed higher than Knox Gibbs's youth club. Halls was just a touch above us, but nobody else in East Tennessee came close.
Very exciting for the future.
It's so exciting for the future. You get these Witten Huddle kids like Braden Holt, like Jax Richardson Holt, that have had some football experience and have a little bit of competition experience, and put them on a mat. It's an amazing thing. They pick up quickly. That's why I love my Witten Huddle boys, because they're used to picking up quickly. They're used to following instructions, and they're used to, most of all, winning. Is that velvet? Yeah,
it is velvet. I'm not going to wear this again. Everybody wants to come and goes, that's velvet? It is velvet. My daughter got this one for Christmas. Isn't that nice?
Oh, it is, man. It looks great.
It
looks great.
So, it's velvet.
But yeah, I'm excited top to bottom for this program right now.
That's awesome. Good stuff. Again, Cyclone Wrestlers.
Cyclone Wrestlers.
Yep. There you go. So I'll see you on the 4th.
Yep.
And I'll see you on the 18th.
Yes, sir.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
There we go. Looking forward to it. We're going to stream it.
Too.
I can still see Deuce. Still see him. Got tired of that boy and just pinned him. So he came over there snorting like a bull. So I just got tired of it. Saw Trenton Taylor pick that kid up from Greenville. I think it was Greenville, maybe?
It was Greenville.
Threw him down and hurt him. Had to stop the match.
Yeah. They still remember that.
Yeah.
I still get some questions about that occasionally.
Oh, do you really?
But yeah, we've seen some great things come through our gym, and I don't know that a lot of people realize this, but we've had a wrestling program for 52 years. We have taken over 120 wrestlers to the state tournament. Of those 120 wrestlers, we've had 23 medal come back. Yeah.
Wow.
We've had, obviously one multiple-time state champion, and then a couple of other individual state champions. We've had several runners-up, and we've got a lot to be proud of with wrestling here at Elizabethton.
Awesome stuff. Of course, old Trenton, so you still hear about that? He's picked up and body slammed that boy?
Oh, yeah. We still giggle about that.
Yeah. How much did that kid weigh?
Oh, he was about 265.
And Trenton just picked him up?
Yeah.
Said, I'm tired of him.
Sack of potatoes.
That's exactly what he did.
That's what it looked like, a sack of potatoes.
He came off and I said, Trent, what are you doing? He said, just got tired of it. I can still see him just shaking his leg. I just got tired of him, so I pinned him. So there you go.
You know, you talk about Trenton, and Trenton's gone on to Middle Tennessee State. Looks fantastic. I saw him last week. It looks fantastic. They're going to be beefing him up over the winter. Have some big plans for him on the offensive line.
Yep.
And, you know, Deuce just went up to Lindsey Wilson through the transfer portal.
Yep.
They got some big old plans for him. I think Pikeville might miss him next
I would
season.
think
What
so.
do you think?
I think so.
So, you know, we have a wonderful connection through the mat that lasts us lifetimes. I still hear from these kids, and it's probably one of my favorite things.
One of my favorite guys in the whole wide world, and you know him because I think he's helping you now. Babe the Blue Ox, Joseph Kechter. Love that guy.
Oh my goodness.
Love him, and he can pin somebody. He used to pin him and get up smiling.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
just such a good guy. He wasn't being whatever, being
Yeah.
a turkey. He just pinned him. He's always grinning.
Oh, no, for a heavy kid, Joseph Kechter was an outstanding technician, and that's why he's working with me now.
Yeah.
I was actually at his birthday party a couple nights ago over at Tiebreakers,
Yeah.
and we pulled out the camera and started looking through pictures. And you know, I have pictures of sleep. I hope you're listening, Joseph. I hope you're listening.
Yeah.
I have pictures of sleeping Joseph Kechter when he's 11 years old.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, it's hilarious. I have other pictures of Joseph Kechter that we won't go into while we're on the internet because there are rules.
Yeah.
But we made a bond, you know, and that's one thing that this sport does. You know, every sport makes a bond.
Mm-hmm.
Wrestling makes a bond for life. You know, something about getting so mad at somebody every day that you just want to kill them.
Yeah.
Makes for a strong bond, and we have very strong bonds for all of our former wrestlers, and I'm just blessed to know these kids.
Absolutely. Great kids. Great peeps. You are too, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I'll see you on the 4th, if not before. That's, 2 weeks away?
That's 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
Anderson County. See you tomorrow.
What'd you say? You're going to leave blood on the mat and trim off the fat?
Leave blood on the mat and trim off the fat.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll go from wrestling to Tennessee sports with the Big Orange Update next here on the Tom Daly Sports Show. We are live on the road at Elizabethton's Food City on a Food City Friday.
Elizabethton FFA makes a positive difference in the lives of students by developing their potential for premier leadership, personal growth, and career success through agricultural education. It's more than learning about cows. It's becoming the problem solvers for the next generation. We are the future biologists, chemists, computer programmers, journalists, teachers, electricians who will feed our future. By creating a family atmosphere, the Agriculture Department, especially FFA, can become your home away from home. Through contests, leadership events, fun trips, and chapter activities, FFA is a great way to learn about the world while developing yourself into the best person you can be. We invite you to enroll in an ag-based course and be active in Elizabethton FFA. We'll save you a seat.
Talking to our buddy Greg Wappel. Let's talk oil changes. In, out, on your way. Tell us about getting an oil change of Abilene Express Care.
No need for an appointment. Reservation, just come in. It's a pull-through service. We're going to be here about 15 minutes. We got new customer forms out there. If you've not been here before, we're going to take your basic information, and we're going to put that car in the database right there. It's going to pull up everything Josh needs to know. We got Josh on the bottom today, so he's going to clear it, make sure everything's good before they start. And since that process starts, he's going to drop it. He's going to check all the fluids up top. He's going to air the tires up. He's going to check the wipers. He's going to reset that maintenance light, and in and out in about 15 minutes.
Yep. If you're here more than 15 minutes, there's something wrong, right?
There's something wrong. You know,
Yeah.
Abilene comes in and checks us quarterly. They come in top to bottom, make sure the products where they should be, make sure the products are what they should be, and make sure we're running it. Abilene, at the end of the day, has the top quick lube program
In the country.
In the country.
3 oil changes: conventional, semi-synthetic, max life, and full synthetic. You have 3 to choose from, right?
We got 3 to choose from. We've got everything from 0.20. We've got 0.16 now, ultra thin, and some of the new stuff's gone for that. 540, 1540, 0.30, 0.40, 530, 520. 1030, we've got those in conventional. Most of those zeros are going to be synthetic or full synthetic or synthetic blend, but if your car calls for it, we've got it.
Hours you're open?
We are open 8 to 5:30 through the week, 8 to 2 on Saturday.
You're in, you're out, you're on your way here on Railroad Street in Elizabethton. Again, look for all the U-Hauls. You know you're right at the right place at Valvoline Express Care. They don't mess around, folks. You stay in your vehicle, you pay out there, you stay if there's any questions, and, of course, you will be asked to start it back up and all that, so that aids in getting you out in a quick time. So 15 minutes or less, you're out of here, folks. I'm telling you. And last time I had mine done, 12 minutes and 24 seconds, so they don't mess around. You're in, you're out, you're on your way. Valvoline Express Care, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Football and Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, let's go to the Ponies era, buddy Jeff Beverly. Again, happy birthday to former astronaut Buzz Aldrin, 93. If you're a fan of the group KISS, Paul Stanley having a birthday today. I can't remember. He's not the drummer. That's Peter Criss, one of the guitar players, I guess. Anyway, Paul Stanley having a birthday, 71 today. So there you go. The birthdays on this Friday, January the 20th. Again, on this day, there was an album released from a group. I don't know. They got kind of famous over the years. 1964, Capitol Records released an album called Meet the Beatles, and the rest is history, of course. So, hello, Jeff Beverly. How you doing, sir?
Hey, I'm doing good. Tom, how you doing today?
Doing great. Are you a Beatles fan, or were you a Beatles fan, or are you a Beatles fan? Take them or leave
No,
them?
they were just just a tick before my time, really, in terms of, when I would really been getting into music. So I was not really a big Beatles fan. I was definitely an Eagles fan.
Oh, yes. They're coming to Knoxville. Do you know that?
I did know that. Yes, I did.
Did you get tickets?
No.
No. I'm sure it's sold out by now, I would think. I can't imagine being tickets out
They
there.
were really expensive.
Oh, really?
I would love to see. Yeah, I saw them in 1977 when they did their original Hotel California tour in Knoxville, and that was quite a great concert. But I would love to have seen her again, but it was just a little bit too pricey for me.
Yeah, I know. I was going to go see Paul McCartney there last year. The tickets started, I think, it was $800, and I thought,
yeah,
you are kidding me. $800? I think George Strait's like $600 or $700 a seat. He's going to be, I think, in Nashville. I can't remember, Nashville or Columbus, somewhere close. I was going to go, check the prices, and I thought, nah, $700. You can buy every CD, everything the man's ever done, sit at home and listen to it for $700. So
that's right.
But anyway,
that's right.
Anyway, the Beatles came out on this day back in 1964. They released that album called Meet the Beatles. Let's talk Tennessee football. Let's talk Tennessee. Let's talk Tennessee recruiting. Let's start with football. We'll get into basketball in a few minutes. What's going on with the transfer portal? What's the very latest on Tennessee football?
Well, they did just get a transfer this week. They got a cornerback. He is from BYU. He started at Vanderbilt, actually, and went to BYU. Now he's coming back to Tennessee. Gabe Judy Lolly, a four-star recruit.
Mm-hmm.
He's 6'1", 185. I think he was second on BYU's team with tackles this year. So good solid player, good pickup for Tennessee. And they need some help, obviously in the defensive backfield. And there's talk out there, perhaps even another cornerback they're looking at in the transfer portal. There was a couple entered transfer portal in the last week. One from Georgia, freshman cornerback, and then one from Ole Miss entered yesterday, I guess it would have been Wednesday, the last day of the portal. So, a couple options there that perhaps might be considered Tennessee. Nothing official yet, but they had to enter the portal by the 18th, but you can transfer anytime. That was just the 18th was for going into the portal, so they can come out anytime. And anytime coming out means whenever school starts, and whenever that you have to abide by that. So Tennessee's classes start on Monday. So and I think the last day to register would be something like the following week. So they actually could have a few days to get someone else in if needed and get them in class if it works out. So we'll see what they do with that. Sort of the big news around the football team this week is the quarterback, Nico Iamaleava, is out at the Polynesian Bowl, high school Polynesian Bowl out in Hawaii, and has just been amazing out there from all the reviews and all the feedback that has been published about Nico's performance this week in practice. That game is tonight, actually, at 9 o'clock on the NFL Network. I think a lot of Tennessee fans will be tuning into that. But apparently he's had just a great practice week out there with throwing the football and picking up on defenses and all those kinds of things. I heard Mark Richt talk about him yesterday. He's one of the coaches. He's Nico's coach out there, the great Georgia Miami coach. And so he was really bragging on Nico and talking about what a great prospect he is. So everything's looking really solid for Nico right now. And in fact, he moved to the #1 recruit this week on Three's recruiting rankings. He was number 2 or number 3. I think he was number 2 behind Arch Manning. This week, he moved to number 1 ahead of Arch. So he's the #1 recruit according to On 3. Tennessee's top 10 recruiting now. And so very solid year recruiting and getting these guys in and all in the transfer portal. You got 8 transfers coming in now. And then the 23 signees, 15 early enrollees are already there. So very solid year for Coach Heupel and the football program. Yeah, hey, great year. Obviously, we talked about that, talked about the Orange Bowl. Now following up, finishing up some of these recruits. And they had, last weekend, had a great junior day. Had a lot of top recruits coming in for junior day last Saturday. And then they've got another one coming up in February, so which may be even bigger. The word is as far as the number of recruits there. So things are going great guns right now for the football team for sure.
All right, so how do you say his last name? I'm going to phonetically spell it out here. Nico, how do you say it?
Iamaleava.
Molly, like the girl's name, Molly? Iamaleava?
Yep.
I can do that.
Iamaleava.
Iamaleava. I can do that one. Iamaleava.
There you go.
Nico Iamaleava. All right, I got that one. I can do that. So now, we've talked about this all week long with different folks on the show. Joe Milton's your guy. He proved that down at Clemson. Is Nico Iamaleava good enough to play and start as a freshman of the Southeastern Conference, in your humble opinion?
That's a good question, and he may very well be. You know, it's hard for a freshman to come in and start quarterback, obviously, in any league, but especially the SEC. But you know, he's got the talent. He's got the mindset apparently, and he's very coachable. That's one thing that Mark Richt said this week. He's very coachable, and so people around the Tennessee program said he's not come in with any ego. You know, he was there for the bowl practice in December, and of course he'll be there now for winter workout, then spring ball here in a couple of months. But apparently he's very humble. He doesn't have much any ego from that standpoint. He just wants to come there and work hard. And in an interview I saw with him out there in Hawaii, he said he just wants to come in, you know, to compliment the other quarterbacks Tennessee has, especially Joe Milton, obviously. He wants to come in, just learn and be as productive as he can and support the team. And you know, I guess starting will come when it comes. I think you know, Milton obviously had a great bowl game, and from all indications, his practices have been good, and he's ready to really step up and have a great senior year. But I think they've got a good relief pitcher. You know, should Milton falter a little bit, I think Milton will go in as a starter, and we'll see if he can hold on that position. Nico just got tons and tons of ability, and apparently has got just a good package to be a quarterback. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to watch how that develops and to see how much playing time he gets. I'm sure he'll get playing time next year. I would think that's for sure. Maybe he'll start by the end of the year. Who knows? Maybe he'll start by the start of the season. But you know, we'll see how he develops. The other thing we talked about, you know, last week was third-string quarterback Taven Jackson. We expected him to leave. He did. He hit the portal and went to Indiana. where his brother's on the basketball team in Indiana. He's, I guess, Indiana's best basketball player. So not surprising. He's from up in that area, and so that's where everybody thought he would probably transfer back to. He probably has a good chance to start this fall for Indiana. I think their only other quarterback is Connor Bazelak, who was at Missouri for a couple of years and is up there now. And so I think Taven has a good chance to go in there and get that starting position as a redshirt freshman for Indiana. But anyway, back to your question, I think Nico's got a shot to do that. Hopefully Milton will play so good that won't have to be a question.
It will be a question, but again, Nico Iamaleava looks like he's got all the credentials and the pedigree to come in here and make his presence felt fairly quickly for Tennessee football. So good report there. Let's jump in and switch gears. The Lady Vols last night get a big win over the Florida Lady Gators, and they continue to play good basketball. Tell us about that.
They do. They've won 8 in a row now. They're 7-0 undefeated in the SEC, which after their pre-conference, we thought they were really struggling a little bit. Of course, they played a tough schedule in the non-conference, as they always do. But they've really put together the last few weeks. And, it's interesting. They started putting this together when Tamara Key went out with the medical condition. So sometimes, maybe a player goes out and the rest of the team comes together, and plays better and not depend on one person kind of thing. So they're tied with South Carolina and LSU at 7-0 in the SEC. They've won 8 in a row overall, and just playing some really good basketball right now. They, like I said, just beat Florida last night. They go to Missouri this weekend on Sunday, and then come back home for non-conference game against UConn, renewal of the great UConn rivalry. That's next Thursday at 8 o'clock on ESPN. So that'll be a big game, sort of measure how far they've come and if they're ready to start, playing the big time again. So that'll be a tough game against UConn. Then they go to LSU a week from Monday. So 2 back-to-back really tough games, top 10 type teams, one at home, one on the road. So we'll see what the Lady Vols can pull together and keep this resurgence in their season going.
When do they play South Carolina in the regular season? They do, don't they?
They do. They play them at Thompson-Boling at the end of February. I think February 23rd, something like that. So that'll be
big showdown.
I guess next to the last game.
Yeah. Huge showdown. Number 1 team in the country, the South Carolina Lady Gamecocks. Again, Tennessee continue going up and as far as playing, moving up, as far as playing well, to say the least. So great report on the Lady Vols. All right, before I let you go, tomorrow they'll go down to the Pete Maravich Assembly Center in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. 9th-ranked Tennessee on the road. Got a big win Tuesday against Mississippi State. And now they'll take it to the highway. Or was it Monday? Monday or Tuesday? Tuesday. And they'll take it to the highway tomorrow, 4 o'clock tip-off in LSU, at LSU. Tough game on the road. What's Tennessee's prognostication for that one, my friend?
Well, I think, it was a great bounce-back game against Mississippi State on the road.
Yeah.
Mississippi State has played well this year, and after the disappointing loss to Kentucky, and we talked about that last Friday, that Kentucky comes there with nothing to lose, their season, their backs against the wall kind of thing. And I actually think, similar to what we talked about with Tamara Key, I think Kentucky's a better team without Wheeler, their point guard. He missed that game due to the injury last week, and I think they're a better team without him. He didn't play again on Tuesday, and they beat Georgia. So, I think Kentucky actually is a better team without him, but that's beside the point. But Tennessee bounced back and did that without Key and without Vescovi, Vescovi had the injury, the shoulder injury he hurt last year, re-hurt it again against Kentucky, and I think that was a big factor in the Kentucky game, to be honest. Tennessee didn't shoot well. Missed a lot of shots, and Vescovi had to sit out quite a bit of that game with the injury, so he wasn't able to go against Mississippi State. Tyreek Key was out with an illness, so they were out there two starting guards against Mississippi State. Zakai Ziegler played all 40 minutes against Mississippi State. They started out rough, had a rough first half of the first half. Then after about the 12 or 13 minute mark, they really started kicking in and scored 6 straight, tied at halftime, and then outscored them by 11 in the second half. The wind sort of going away, and Ziegler was off phenomenal. He had 5 turnovers in the first 8 minutes. Didn't have a turnover the rest of the game. So just outstanding second half of them on the road. LSU is the team that they've lost 5 in a row. They're not playing real well. The brand new coach is the guy who came from Western Kentucky. He's actually a Oak Ridge native. So they had a lot of players leave. He brought in a lot of players, so they're having to. In fact, they lost a player yesterday and left the squad. So they're hurting right now. That's usually a super tough place to play. It still will be, but Tennessee should go down there, and especially if Vescovy is back and Key should be back from his illness. It should have more players back. And Euros Ploskowicz hurt his ankle in that game against Mississippi State. He didn't come back in, but I don't think it's hurt real bad. I think just a sprain. He should be okay. So, yeah, that'll be a tough game down there. It's always a tough game at LSU. It's an interesting games there with him over the years for sure. But Tennessee, they go in and play decent. They should take care of business against LSU. Come back home against an improving Georgia team next Wednesday night. And then the big non-conference Big 12 challenge against Texas a week from tomorrow.
Good stuff. Jeff Beverly keeping us on top of what's going on down in K-Town. Thank you, sir. As always, we'll talk to you next Friday, and we'll just keep on keeping on. Thanks for everything you do. You add a lot to the show. Thank you, sir, very, very much.
Enjoy it, Tom. You guys have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.
You got it. Good man right there, buddy. Jeff Beverly, thank him very much. Hello, Kerry Reed. Thanks for watching. Rick Ranson down in Pensacola, Florida, watching. Well, we've got a special here because a gentleman came by. You know who he is because he's one of our sponsors, to say the least, on the show. But we talked with him last week, or week before last. He was going to find out if, in fact, he's one of the top 10 agents in the country with Horseman Insurance. Rick Walters, you stopped by, you're shopping. I didn't know you were here. Yes. So looked up at me. He said, hey. I said, hey, did you do it? He said, yes. Tell him what you did, sir. Congratulations.
Well, Tom, it wasn't me. I've got some of the best clients in the world in this area, and our agency, as far as production goes, was one of the top agencies in the United States this past year, and so we were really.
There you go.
So I know we're in the top 10. They've already announced that, but we got a good shot at being number one.
Do you really?
So that's something, I've made it agent of the month a couple of times. December I was agent of the month.
For the whole company?
For the whole company. But
how many agents? What did you say, 3,000?
About 3,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so.
It's awesome.
So we're in the running. So we'll find out here in a few weeks as who the number one agency was. But
5 counties.
A lot of competition out there.
Yeah.
We've got agents all over the United States, and so.
5 counties he represents: Sullivan, Washington, Carter, Johnson, Unicoi. He has my car insurance, my homeowner's insurance, and I can tell you firsthand, he does an incredible job. So we're tickled. I'm not the least bit surprised he's in the top 10. I won't be the least bit surprised you're the number one agent in the whole country.
Well, we hope so. Like I said, I've got a great staff, and I have to give them all the credit.
Oh, yeah.
They really work hard, and they try to take care of our clients, and that's what it takes. To be in the insurance agency, you're as good as your agent, and your companies, they kind of reward you. But I'm real excited about this. It's a great opportunity and a great accomplishment for the people who work for me.
Top 10 in the country right now. We're going to find out if he's number one as the number one agent. Over 3,000 agents nationwide, based right here in Elizabethton, Tennessee, and again in charge of 5 counties. And like I said, I'm not surprised you're top 10. Won't be the least bit surprised. In fact, I expect it to be numero uno. We'll have us a party of some kind. I don't know what we'll do.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, man. Let me know.
No problem.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's funny because he's going to be on the show next week. He didn't know that. I got to book him for the show next week. So it's interesting. He came by to do some shopping, saw me here, and I said, let's put you on and see what we found out. We found out good stuff, good news. Quick break. We'll be right back. We're live here. As we are, we'll come right back after this from one of our great sponsors, good folks from Ivy Hall Nursing Home. You're watching the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We got a lot of sports still coming. Don't go away. Be right back right after you see this. We're talking to Joseph Taylor, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. And what's going on at Ivy Hall Nursing Home?
Ivy Hall, we would love to have short-term rehab patients. If you go in for knee surgery, shoulder surgery, stuff like that, you need a little bit of rehab, please consider Ivy Hall. We have private rooms for our short-term rehab patients. We offer physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, full-time respiratory therapy. We'd love to take care of you.
Looking for help? Looking for folks to work here?
Absolutely, 100%. If you want to come in, if you're a CNA, LPN, RN, you want to work in dietary, laundry, housekeeping, we would love to have you. You can go to ivyhallnursingHome.com and fill out an application. Somebody will certainly call you back if you put in an application.
Yep. So all these different folks you take care of these different therapy programs, right?
Absolutely. We love the short-term patients. We love the long-term patients. Either one, we want to take care of anybody that comes our way, for sure.
Social media?
Social media, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, and like I said, ivyhallnursingHome.com.
There you go. One of our great sponsors, folks. Love promoting them. Again, the great folks here in Elizabethton, sponsor of the Tom Baylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, Ivy Hall Nursing Home.
The greatest labor-saving device of the 21st century is here. It's the revolutionary grocery delivery service from Food City, powered by Instacart. It's perfect for busy professionals, moms on the go, or anyone looking to have more free time. Just shop online for the same fresh meat, farm fresh produce, and all your grocery needs delivered straight to your door. Visit FoodCityDelivers.com.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Look who stopped by. My buddy Stacy's in the house, ladies and gentlemen, from the Bakery Deli. How are you, dear?
Well, how about you?
Good. Running wide open.
Wide open.
Brought me the Buckeyes.
Well, yeah.
You're so sweet. Can I have one now?
Yeah.
This is lunch.
You always get Buckeyes.
I know. You always bring Buckeyes. You're very sweet. Buckeyes, they're made right here in the, check this out. It's a little round Reese's Cups, what I call it. Chocolate and peanut butter. Make them every day?
Every day.
Make a lot of them?
A lot of them.
Sell a lot of them? Mm-hmm. All right. What's going on? What's specials this week? What do you want to push? What do you want to promote?
Well, weekend ad, the honey maple glazed ham from Dietz & Watson, and the American cheese. Also, we have the promotion going on this week where if you buy a pound of the Deli Bistro brand meat, you can get the Deli Bistro white or yellow American cheese for $3.99 a pound.
Versus
$7.99 a pound.
Wow.
Yeah.
$4 is $4.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money saving. Yep.
It's almost a dozen eggs.
Yeah. Les told me earlier, store manager said they were doing some price shopping comparison in Alaska. We were talking about prices going up. It's not Food City's fault. It's being passed down. We know that. A roll of paper towels in Alaska is $48 now.
Oh, my gosh.
And a gallon of milk. I said, you're kidding me. He said, no, I can go back and show you after the show. No, I believe you. He said a gallon of milk because of shipping it into Alaska and transfer $12 a gallon for a gallon of milk.
I believe that. I think in Hawaii right now it's $13 a gallon.
So we're lucky.
We are lucky.
So if we can save $4 a pound on cheese from $7.99 down to $3.99, hello, that's a...
Well, you get your meat and cheese, you get your eggs free, basically.
That's right. Well put. So, folks, let's do this. Valentine's coming up. We're going to be back for Valentine's Day. But let's just generally speaking, if somebody's getting ready to go to an event, getting ready to for whatever reason, have folks over, they don't want to cook. Give us some ideas of how the deli can help you at Food City.
Party trays all day long. Give us, 24-hour notice. We can take care of what you need. Again, this year we're going to do the Cupid's combo with the chocolate-covered strawberries and the dozen roses. You can put your orders in for those through the floral department. Or you can just come in and pick them up. Best to put an order in, though.
So party trays, you can do that all day long.
All day.
What else? Cheese trays, you can do those.
Cheese, party trays, chicken salad croissant trays, fruit, veggie, and ball games coming up. NFL playoffs are coming in. Super Bowl's coming up. We got it. Wing trays, you name it. We got it.
Talk about the wing trays. Folks may not know. We don't talk enough about the trays, I don't think. We always talk about it at Christmas. We had that big catalog we go by, but you sell them year-round.
We do.
Tell us about the wings.
They're bone-in buffalo wings, or we have the barbecue wings, or we can do them plain for you. There's a lot of wings on the tray. I'm not sure about the pricing at the moment.
A lot of wings on the tray.
Pricing has changed.
Sure, we know that. And it goes up. Folks they want to squabble at Food City. It's not food. They're passing it down. It's a domino effect.
It is.
Anybody that knows anything about economics knows that, we're getting hit with more transportation costs. The drivers' salaries are going up. Diesels went through the roof. Someone's going to pay for it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to.
I don't either.
But you have to if you want to keep it rolling.
Right.
So we understand that. So prices are going up on the wings right now a little bit?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think it's been too bad so far. So
far, yeah. So you've got the trays. Give me some other thought starters. Let's say, because folks they're going to stuff all the time. We always talk about the holidays, and it's good, but there's the rest of the year, people are always out and about, going to here, going to there. End of the year, sports banquets, can you bring some finger foods, or a church thing, finger foods? You don't want to cook, you don't want to do it, come in here Food City and let you do it, right?
Absolutely. We'll do it.
Like the chicken tenders, for example.
Do them all day, every day.
Yeah. What else?
Fried chicken. We have the family pack of the potato wedges, which I have found that in the summer, with a lot of ball games and stuff going on, we sell a lot more of the family packs of the potato wedges. Quick, easy finger foods. Take it and go. Kids can eat it in the car with the chicken tenders.
Yeah. Chicken tenders is really good at Food City. Really, really good. So it's all available. So you got this week, got the Dietz and Watson. You can slice it any way you want, right? As thick as you want it?
Absolutely. As thick or as thin as you want it. And the Dietz and Watson American cheeses that we have that for the weekend sale. And like I said all week, the bistro meats by the pound. Get the cheese, the bistro white or yellow American cheese for $3.99. Hot bar meals after 4 p.m. are 2 for $10. You can't get 2 meals anywhere.
Now say that again, 2 for $10 after 4 o'clock. We don't talk enough about that either. Tell me about that.
Monday through Friday.
2 for $10. For example, what were some of the meals I would get?
You'd get meatloaf.
I get meatloaf.
You would get meatloaf.
Yeah, I like meatloaf. Got lasagna. You got lasagna?
Some days, usually on Monday, we have lasagna.
Yep.
Thursdays and Sundays, it's the pot roast. Chicken every day, chicken tenders every day. It varies from day to day.
2 for $10.
2 for $10 after 4 p.m.
Yeah. Is this on the web? Can you go to foodcity.com, look it up?
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's just a 2 for $10 hot bar meal.
2 for $10 hot bar meal. There you go. All right. That's every day at all Food Cities.
Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday. Excluding weekends.
You got
all right.
it.
Anything you want to leave me with?
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
What you going to do for Valentine's Day? Anything good?
It's too far out. I don't know at this point.
I hear you. Well, I'll be here.
You're going to be here cranking it out. What will you be cranking out for Valentine's Day?
Chocolate-covered strawberries.
Chocolate-covered strawberries, and a lot of them.
A lot of them.
Yeah, we sell a lot of strawberries at Food City. Chocolate-covered. You do white chocolate or dark chocolate?
White chocolate, milk chocolate, decorated different ways from colored drizzle. Sometimes we'll dip them in mini chocolate chips, sprinkles, whatever you need.
Whatever you need to make that special someone a happy camper.
That's right.
Guys like them too. You always think girls, but
Yeah, I know.
but guys like chocolate dip strawberries. I love chocolate dip strawberries. White chocolate, dark chocolate, milk chocolate, yeah, whatever. So, good stuff. All right. Thank you for the Buckeyes. I know you're busy. I always feel bad asking to come over because it's so wild over there, and in a good way. It's so busy. Let's don't say wild. It's so busy. I hate to even ask to come over to sit down and talk for a few minutes because it runs nonstop over there, doesn't it?
Nonstop.
Yeah. How many folks got over there today working?
I've got a full crew today, so we're okay.
To give them an idea, when you crank, let's say you sit down and make pies in the morning, apple pies, cherry pies, how many pies you crank out on the average?
Without a holiday?
Yeah.
Let's see, probably about 60.
60 pies. Holiday double?
Oh, holiday, it's in the hundreds. We
Wow.
won't even go there.
Every day?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that gives you an idea of the volume. So 60 pies a day, every day, boom. Apple, cherry, peach, pecan,
Strawberry rhubarb.
strawberry rhubarb.
Pumpkin,
Pumpkin.
blueberry, Dutch apple.
60 pies a day right here in this deli alone.
That's just
So,
the fruit pies.
Just the fruit pies. See? It's so when I ask her to come over, it's like, gosh, I hate to ask her to come over because I know that she is a busy, busy lady with these.
Don't ever. This is the only time I get to sit down.
So she's
So
like,
you just ask.
anytime I'll come over
Anytime.
here. Gives me a break, she says. All right. What a nice lady. Thanks for the Buckeyes.
You're
a
welcome.
sweetheart.
You're
Thank you. Put it right here. Good job, lady. Thank
That's
you.
right.
Yep. We'll take a quick break. We got some sports. We got started late because Les had to save the day because the cord broke. I think I showed you that earlier, but if you didn't see it, kind of hard to do a show with this cord busted. Oh, wow. So it broke, and Les, my son, Les is my boy. Oh, yeah. So I told him a while ago, and he turned beet red. I said, we'll get this. You've been a good boy. We'll get this for Valentine's Day. He got it walked off. He did. He got so red-faced. Everybody thinks he's my kid. So, he's a great guy. He is. He cares about this store, I can tell you that.
He cares about his people.
Yes, he does. He certainly does. Well, you know the story of his mother. I mean, he's kept his mother. He's telling me today he's taking care of his mama for, I think he's going on the 7th year.
It is.
She's 98 years old. He don't care me to tell you this. And so he takes care of his mother.
Yeah.
98 years old. And I thought, man, what a nice guy, because not everybody does that. Mm-hmm. He said we didn't want her going in anywhere. We wanted to take care of her. She's earned that, and so he and I think his sister takes turn taking care of her. That's the kind of guy Les Music is running the store.
His man has character.
He does have character. He's got a big old heart too, and I love him. So he's a good man. All right, dear, we'll go on to some sports. You can go back. I guess you have to get up and walk back over.
Making pies?
Yeah, making pies. Making fruit pies. Thank you, dear. You're awesome.
Welcome.
Yep. Thank you for the Buckeyes. Quick break. We'll jump in and do some sports. Yep, we're going to do some. That's why we're here. But, sometimes we get crossways talking about other things. But we're going to talk a little sports coming up next year. We're going to stay on a little bit longer because we got started late because we had the cord broke, the power supply cord. It's always something. Trust me. Here we go. Be right back after this and some sports. Stay with us on the Tom Taylor Sports.
It's important to hire a professional because you want a quality, trained, and licensed person working in your home. All of my staff are factory trained and have years of experience. With today's technology in heating and air conditioning systems, you want a trained professional working on your system. Our motivation to provide our customers with the best service is years of experience. We've been in business for 35 years and we plan on being in business for another 35 years, so we want to make our customers happy.
Talking to Dr. Justin Smith, one of our great sponsors here at the Tom Taylor Sports Show in Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. A lot of them out there. What do you feel like separates physical therapy services from all the competition?
Well, number one is that we're local. The money that you spend with us stays here. Mm-hmm. This is not a large corporate venture that your money goes to Florida or Miami or up to Chicago or wherever. We are a true mom and pop facility. We pride ourselves on that, number one. Number two, we don't have a bunch of higher-ups, VPs, multiple presidents that we have to end up making a bunch of profit to be able to pad their pockets. The money that we make in physical therapy services, we reinvest back into the community. So that's why we have our Class 4 laser, we have our Ultra G, we have all the equipment that nobody else in the area has. And we can provide services and for the people of Elizabethton, of Carter County, Roan Mountain, Hampton, Stony Creek, Mountain City, Johnson City. That's why we have people from all over the area that flock to our facility because they know they're going to get the best care, state-of-the-art care with the most state-of-the-art equipment.
It's awesome. Can't top that, folks. Great sponsor of the Tom Daly Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Great folks at Physical Therapy Services.
What's your definition of fresh? At Food City, ours starts every morning as our certified butchers hand cut everything you see behind the counter fresh that day. Fresh also means our beef is ground in the store several times a day, time-stamped with the hour it was ground. That's a fresh guarantee. The fact is, it just doesn't get any fresher than this. That's why we say, start fresh with Food City.
Back on the Tom Daly Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live, as we are. We're here at Food City. Let's take a look at some sports before we get out of here. Again, we always appreciate these folks coming over here. Food City is a fantastic sponsor. Been with them for 20 years. And so when they want to come talk about the product, well, yes, we're going to let them come talk about the product. So that's why we're here, to promote Food City. So thank you again to Camille, the flower department, and Les, the store manager, and just now Stacy from the Bakery Deli. Speaking of which, fresh Jonna Gold apples, $5.99 a pound. I'm sorry, $3.99 a pound for a 5-pound bag today and tomorrow. California grown navel oranges, 8-pound bag for $6.99 today and tomorrow. Coca-Cola products, 24-pack, 12-ounce cans for $9.99. That's a great deal. After the show, you'll see me in the soup section. Progresso soups, 3 cans for $5. Going to load up. Love me some soup. Again, Progresso soup, 3 for $5. Also, you have Maxwell House Coffee, 24-ounce canister for $8.99 limit 2. And you also have today and tomorrow at all Food City locations. Here on the back side of the sale paper, how about some Home Run Inn pizza? Show you that one, a Home Run Inn, so you can see what I'm talking about. Hello, Coach. How you doing, sir? He's retired. Coach McClay. Home Run Inn pizza for $4.99. Check mix or bugles for $1.99 today tomorrow. Bakery Fresh banana bread, $3.99, made in the bakery. Maple glazed ham, $6.99. Slice it any way you want to slice it, thin or thick. Doesn't matter. They'll do it any way you want. Today and tomorrow, the Dietz and Watson maple glazed ham. Some of the things going on again at all Food City locations. All right, let's take a look at it. College basketball from last night. Who played? There was 2 more upsets. It's been a very, very interesting season. A lot of parity. Big Ten last night. 23rd ranked Rutgers goes down. Michigan State beat them by 13, 70-57. The other upset, Gonzaga has her 76-game home winning streak snapped. Loyola Marymount beat them by 1, 68-67. Other winners last night, College of Charleston, 14-point win over Monmouth. Third-ranked Purdue had a 21-point win over Minnesota. Florida Atlantic with a 19-point win over Texas San Antonio. You had Arizona, 11th-ranked Arizona, with a 15-point win over Southern Cal. And 5th-ranked UCLA defeats Arizona State by 12 last night. 74-62. Now, tomorrow, big day in college basketball, as it is every Saturday. One game involving ranked teams. Number 5, UCLA will be at number 11, Arizona. The early games, chronologically, the 12 o'clock games, Ole Miss will be at number 25, Arkansas. 18th-ranked Charleston at Northeastern. You have number 8, Xavier. The Musketeers will be hosting Georgetown tomorrow. 17th-ranked Miami will play at Duke. Number 2, Kansas, hosting 14th-ranked TCU. There's another matchup of ranked teams, 2 versus 14. Also tomorrow, you have 22nd-ranked Providence hosting DePaul. 10th-ranked Virginia, the Cavaliers travel to Wake Forest. 12th ranked Iowa State tomorrow will be at Oklahoma State. 13th ranked Kansas State. The Wildcats hosting the Texas Tech Red Raiders. These are all afternoon games. Number 16 Auburn plays at South Carolina tomorrow afternoon. Tennessee, number 9, the Vols will be at LSU at 4 o'clock tip-off. 21st ranked Baylor at Oklahoma tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Then tomorrow night, the night games, you have 20th ranked Marquette plays at Seton Hall. 19th ranked Clemson hosting the Hokies of Virginia Tech at Little John Coliseum in Clemson tomorrow night. 4th ranked Alabama plays in Missouri. 7th ranked Texas in Morgantown to battle West Virginia. Florida Atlantic, 24th ranked FAU at UTEP tomorrow. University of Texas El Paso tomorrow night. And then 6th ranked Gonzaga will be at Pacific. And a 10 o'clock tip-off tomorrow night. Men's top 25 college basketball. Baseball news. Aroldis Chapman, if you're a Yankees fan, he's gone. He signed a one-year deal for $3.75 with the Kansas City Royals. Interesting place for him to land. 7-time All-Star. He'll be 35 on opening day, which is long in the tooth for baseball from baseball standards or by baseball standards. So, again, 13-year career, some of his worst stats. Last year, hoping to bounce back. You guys gone? How long will you be gone? How long? Okay. Nice ladies. Aroldis Chapman, one-year deal, Kansas City Royals for $3.75 million. All right. Then you have the NFL. Let's take a look at it. Game tomorrow, 4:30, Jacksonville, Kansas City. A rematch from November. Chiefs defeated the Jags 27-17 on that day. Trevor Lawrence, 259 passing yards, couple of touchdowns. They couldn't stop Patrick Mahomes. Not many can, obviously. He threw for 331 yards, 4 touchdowns. And so it'll be tomorrow, 4:30 kickoff, Kansas City and Jacksonville. Being a Raiders fan, I don't care at all to tell you I'd love to see the Chiefs get beat because that's our big rival, but we'll see. And I'm pulling for Trevor Lawrence. I think he's a really, really good quarterback. He was at Clemson. He's really starting to come into his own in Jacksonville. He's got some bumps. He's not totally smoothed everything out yet. He still has the tendency to throw interceptions, which you don't want, obviously, but I think he's getting better, and he's finally got a line down there that's going to give him some protection, and things are getting better, it looks like, in Jacksonville for the Jags. Going to be Kansas City? I don't know. Hope so. At least want it to be respectable. Tomorrow night, Giants will be in Philadelphia. The Eagles blew the Giants out by 26 points back in December. Then the regular season finale, they lose 22-16. They've split in the regular season. Giants have lost 9 straight trips to Philadelphia. Eagles pass rush pretty strong. We'll see if they can get in there and get after Jones, the quarterback. Now, the word is Minnesota's defense is so crummy and so bad they made Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley look good in the ball game last week. So we'll see. Eagles pass rush pretty strong. Giants, again, losing 9 in a row when they go to Philadelphia to play. Cincinnati at Buffalo, that'll be on Sunday at 3 o'clock. Both the Bills and the Bengals probably should have blown out their opponents in the first round of the playoffs, but they did not. Allen threw 2 interceptions against the Dolphins for Buffalo and fumbled 3 times. Can't happen again this week. Allen's the first player to lead the NFL in turnovers and make the playoffs since Eli Manning did it back in 2007. By the way, Manning won the Super Bowl that year. Can the Bills do that? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think they got the horses, just me. I just don't think they do. I'm not sure they'll get out of the AFC with Kansas City looming. But I just said I hope Jacksonville beats Kansas City, so we'll see. Again, the Bengals line is banged up, so they're going up there with Joe Burrow quarterbacking with an offensive line that's kind of piecemealed. Alex Kappa, Jonah Williams, and La'el Collins are all out for the Bengals, so we'll see. Then the Sunday night, Cowboys will be in San Francisco to battle the 49ers. Again, Brock Purdy and the 49ers got it going. He can become just the 3rd rookie signal caller to win multiple postseason games in the same year. Brock Purdy leads NFL in yards per attempt, 9, passing touchdowns, 14, and the passing rating since his first career start back in Week 14. So he's only been on the scene, 3 or 4 weeks, I guess, and he is making his presence known very, very good. So is Dak Prescott. 5 total touchdowns to the blowout win over Tampa Bay. First road playoff win since 1992 last week. Going to try and do it again on Sunday night. Cowboys in San Francisco to battle the 49ers. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting. All right, so let's see. We've covered all those. I do want to go back and tell you who's playing where in high school basketball coming up tonight. Our game, again, doubleheader. Homecoming. Handsome gentlemen and pretty girls tonight. Homecoming for the Cyclones against the Westridge Wolves. Of course, that's the new school where they combine Sullivan Central, Sullivan North, and Sullivan South. Second year in operation, I guess. Second or third? I guess second. So that'll be the opponent tonight. 6:20 airtime. It'll be the Cyclone Network bring you the multiple camera presentation, Cyclones and the Westridge Wolves. That'll be at 6:20 with the pregame tip-off at 6:30 tonight from John Treadway Gymnasium. It is homecoming night, so that means the pretty girls are going to be out there in the pretty dresses and the handsome guys will be escorting them, and somebody's going to get crowned Miss Cyclone basketball. Football, it was Olivia Holly. So we'll see who it's going to be this time for the girls. Prettiest, the girls get the pretty girls, I said, and the handsome guys, and who will be crowned Miss Cyclone basketball for this season. Dobbins Minute at Scienceville tonight. Tennessee High at Volunteer. Daniel Boone at Crockett. Sullivan East goes to Unicoi County. Happy Valley at Johnson County. West Green plays at Chucky Doak tonight. South Green at Granger. Hampton will be in Cloudland, about at the Highlanders, and North Green will be at Unaka. That's all coming up tonight in Tennessee. And another night of high school basketball in the great state of Tennessee. All right. I think I got everything, I think. Let me take a quick break, come back, double check, make sure I got everything covered before we get out of here and get ready to get set up here in a little while for the basketball game. It'll be here before you know it. Again, we'll go in there at 6:20, which is about 5 hours from now, which ain't that far away. It's bad English. Not that far away. But also not far away, right across the street, is Carter County Bank here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
I left off Virginia scores. I knew it. Virginia games, I should say. Here's who's playing where in Virginia tonight. Man, I love these Buckeyes. These things are good. Me, oh my, they're good. All right, Lehigh at Union tonight. Ridgeview at Valley Central. Gate City plays in Abington tonight against the Falcons. East side of Thomas Walker. G.I. Burton will play at Castlewood in Virginia, and Rye Cove at Twin Springs. Battle bragging rights of Scott County on the line tonight. Rye Cove, the War Eagles, and Twin Springs to battle the Fighting Titans in Nicholsville tonight. And that's your boys and girls high school basketball games for this Friday night in Virginia. Well, we lose another rocker. And it is David Crosby. Crosby Stills, Nash and Young. David Crosby with the mustache and the flowing, stringy hair, I guess you want to call it. Anyway, passed away at the age of 81. So, cause of death not known. Family reporting he passed away at the age of 81. The old bushy mustache singer. Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. Great, great group back in the day. So, anyway, David Crosby, rock musician and co-founder of Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. David Crosby, gone at the age of 81. So, there you go. All right, verse of the day. Let's give it to you one more time before we get out of here. We'll break this down and go up and get reset up. So, let's do that with the verse of the day. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. Psalms 66:16 says, "Come and listen, all you who fear God. Let me tell you what he has done for me." Wow, that's awesome. So let's hit this right here and come back and say goodbye right after this time out. We're live again at Food City in Elizabethton on the Tom Taylor Sports.
This is Pastor Fallow, Pleasant Beach Baptist Church in Elizabethton, and we'd love to have you come be with us.
you and your family be with us on Sunday. I'm standing here in the lobby at our visitors table, our welcome table, and there's packets made up with tells you a little more about the church and get acquainted card, and then also a mug and some things in there for you to take with you to remind you to pray for us. And we've got a place for you and your family. We want you to come. Our goal is for you to know the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior, but beyond that, to find your purpose and contentment in life of knowing Him, walking with Him, and serving Him each day. And so we want you and your family to come be with us Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Wednesday night. We're looking forward to seeing you soon. You can find a little more information about us online at PleasantBeachBaptist.com.
We're all picky about our produce, and whether you're a thumper, a sniffer, a squeezer, or just plain particular, we promise no one is more picky about produce than Food City. That's why we're introducing our Picky Promise. Whether it's from farms down the road or tropical produce from the ends of the earth, we guarantee it's fresh or we'll replace it. You see, we're picky about produce, so you don't have to be.
Don't forget, we are selling tickets to the Ripley's Ultimate Pass Fun Pass for the new year. From Food City, you have 10 attractions you can go to. Ripley's Aquarium of the Smokies, Ripley's Haunted Adventure, Ripley's Believe It or Not, Ripley's Mirror Maze, Ripley's Moving Theater in 5D, Ripley's Super Fun Zone, Ripley's Davy Crockett Mini Golf, Ripley's Mountain Coaster, Ripley's Old McDonald's Farm, played that before down in Pigeon Forge, pretty cool, Ripley's Old McDonald Farm Mini Golf, and Ripley's Super Fun Park. There you go. So, play and save. There it is in Gatlinburg. Ripley's Aquarium of the Smokies. Play and save. And here's the price you can get at Food City. Through March the 7th, got a while, but still. The adult tickets for all these attractions for the year, regular $201, you can get them at Food City for $159. That's a big savings. $45, all right? $41, but still, $40 is $41. For the child's, you now can save $21. Ages 3 to 11, and then the children age 2, saving $9 off that. So there's the ticket prices. Get them at any and all Food Cities. They sell a ton of them. So if you get a pass, annual pass, you get unlimited admission to all the 10 Ripley's Tennessee attractions for a year. You save on admission, merchandise, and food at all Ripley's Tennessee and Myrtle Beach attractions. Going to the beach, another good way to get this, good reason to get this. Save on birthday parties and glass bottom boat adventures at Ripley's Aquarium of the Smokies. And also save on admission to Dollywood Splash Country, and the Knoxville Zoo. When you get this pass right here, it gives you discounts to all those other attractions as well. That's a pretty cool deal. So they are available and for sale at all Food Cities, which is where we are, Food City this week, in Elizabethton. All right, going to roll out of here. 6:20, we'll rejoin you. Dr. John Mitten, yours truly, going to bring it to you. Cyclones and the Westridge Wolves coming up tonight. Ladies, fourth-ranked team in the state, puts it on the line. It's a non-conference game. It's going to be a good one nonetheless, and so we'll go in there to the broadcast at 6:20. A heck of a ball game. They're tall and big. They being Westridge. It'll be a great test for our ladies. They won up at Westridge earlier in the season. Then game 2, guys going to try and split. They got beat up there, so the boys going to try and split it. They, too, are a big team, led by big old 6'9" Dawson Arnold in the middle for Westridge. Big team, literally. So, be a good challenge for both of our teams. And sandwiched in between those is, as we said, homecoming basketball for this season, the crowning of Miss Elizabethton Cyclone basketball. I don't know who the court is. We'll get a list when we get there. I know some of the Lady Cyclone girls basketball players in the court. They'll do it after their game. what they tell them, the halftime, maybe the boys' game. I don't know. It's going to give them a chance to go in and get all gussied up, get out of those uniforms and get dolled up and get the hairspray going and the lipstick and all that and get in their evening gowns. So be good. I'll be tonight. We'll have all that for you courtside. Dr. John Mitten, yours truly going to bring it to you. Big thanks to our guest today, Jeff Beverly. Rick Walters stopped by. Rick Walters is now one of the top 10 horseman agents in the country, going for number 1. That's incredibly cool. Servicing 5 counties here in the area: Carter, Sullivan, Johnson, Unicoi. What to leave off? Washington. So he is the agent for all 5 of those counties, doing a great job. And he's top 10 in the country in all the agents, over 3,000 agents, and he's going for number 1 and has a good shot to get it as the number 1 horseman agent in the entire United States. Over 3,000 agents. Rick Walters right here in Northeast Tennessee. It's pretty strong. And at the minimum, he's top 10. But he feels like he's got a chance to win the whole thing. That'd be really cool. So he stopped by. Thank you, Rick. Jeff Beverly talking Tennessee sports. Eddie Morrell, the wrestling coach from Elizabethton. We got it all started with Doug Fritz, sports writer, Johnson City Press, Kingsport Times News, along with Camille Johnson from the Floral Department, Stacy from the Bakery Deli, and, of course, store manager Les Music. Back with you at 6:20. Well, I hope you'll join us. We'll go video and audio on the Cyclone Network, multiple cameras back at home. When you're at home, we get that. The next 3 at home. Tonight at home, Tuesday night at home against Sullivan East, and the next Friday night a week back home against Volunteers. So the next 3 are at home with the Cyclone Network. The district tournament's going to be there with the Cyclone Network, and the regional tournament this year will be at John Treadway Gymnasium. So all those, as long as we're at home, we have the multiple cameras led by Mr. Prophet, the IV teacher. Not IV. AV teacher. IV is what you put in your arm. AV teacher, audiovisual instructor, does a phenomenal job, and it's student-led. The cameras you'll see tonight are run by Elizabethton High School students, which is really cool. So we'll see you then, 6:20. Wrapping up show number 1,781 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Live again here at Food City in Elizabethton. We'll tell you, as always, bloom where you're planted, and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 1781 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show live at Food City.